Friends, so today we are going to learn a new concept that is called PHP arrays and then array functions. Okay, so first of all, what is meant by arrays in PHP? So array is an ordered map which it contains value on the basis of key, and it is used to hold multiple values of similar type in a single variable. Okay, so here arrays in PHP, that is it's a type of data structure that allows us to store multiple elements of similar data type under a single variable, thereby saving us effort of creating a different variable for every data. Okay, so the arrays are helpful to create a list of elements of a similar types which can be accessed using their index or a key. So suppose, for example, I'll give a simple explanation. Suppose we want to store 5 names and print them accordingly. This can be easily done by the use of 5 different string variables. Okay, but if instead of 5 the number rises to 100, then it would be really difficult for the user or a developer to create so much different variables. Okay, here array comes into a play and help us to store every element within a single variable, and also allows easy access using an index or a key. So an array is created by using an array function in PHP. So that is about array. Let's see advantages of PHP array. First one is that is less code, and the second one is easy to traverse, and the third one is sorting. So less code means here we don't need to define a multiple variables. Okay, by having only single variable you can store a number of values into that, either a string or integer values or boolean values based on the content. Okay, so we don't need to define multiple variables, that is less code. Easy to traverse means, so by the help of single loop we can traverse all the elements of an array. Okay, and now what about sorting? Sorting nothing but here we can sort the elements of an array, so reverse order, or you can chunk like that. You can remove the parts of an data based on your requirement. So there are a number of functions for PHP. Based on that you will get this also. Okay, next let's see array types. So there are majorly 3 types of arrays in PHP. One is indexed array, and another one is associative array, and another one is a multi-dimensional array. So indexed array we can also call as numeric array. You can also call as numeric array. Okay, so let's start first one, that is indexed array. So which it is an index. It is represented by a number which starts from 0. Okay, we can store the number or a string and an object in a PHP array. So all PHP arrays elements are assigned to an index number by default. Okay, that is the thing actually. So each and every array elements are assigned to an index number by default. So here there are 2 ways to define an indexed array. That is, first way is I taken one variable which is a season, and I am giving an array as I am passing a string value, that is summer, winter, spring, autumn. Okay, and now here in a second way, based on, you can use like based on the numbers, you can set for each and every string, you can define for index numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. Okay, so now let's see an programmatic part how it will be there. Okay, so now here for this one array, I am taking one program for this. I am using one notepad, so which it starts with PHP, and I am taking a variable season equal to array function, right? Array function, there we have to pass string values. So I am taking summer, and then in the same way winter, next spring, and next one is autumn. Okay, and now finally here whatever I am doing, the program that is related to first one, that is index array. So now I am printing a value, so echo season or so dollar SEASON season, right? What is the name you written there, and provide an index number from how many strings are taken. Based on that you have to generate the index numbers for that. Okay, now four strings we taken, right? For summer I given as 0, and for winter I am giving as 1, and next remaining part will takes 2, and another one will take for 3. Okay, and then here we have to end that season, and finally close this PHP, save the program with index.php. So just I am taking one example name that is called index.php. I am saving in a C drive WAMP folder, and I created one folder called array. In array I am saving this program. Now I am executing the program by starting a server. So WAMP server we have to start, right? So WAMP server, and then here press yes, you will get server is running. It shows in a green color dialog box. So if it is there, then type localhost, then it checks it is working now. Now execute the program by typing a folder called array, and what is the file name you given? index.php, right? So here it displays seasons for summer, winter, spring, autumn. Okay, so like that, this is a first way. And let's see second method. So in this program we'll take second one, index2, like that. Okay, so for this I am taking new notepad. Now here PHP, and close the PHP tag, and here you have to pass variable as an index value, right? So 0 index. This is the second way we have to use now. Okay, and here in the same way we have to use 3, 4, 5, like that. So so how many strings if you have, based on that you can apply the values here. Okay, and now here I am using first string, and that is the second string now, spring, and then here I am using winter. Okay, and that is summer. After taking index value, then print the value with echo season or, so it displays like season. Then what is the array first one? So if you want to get a summer, then you have to take index value, that is season 0. So what is the season 0 means? Summer. So if I am using season 1, then which it displays winter. Okay, in the same way you have to use second array. If you have third one, put third one also, and that is closed now. And for this you have to close, put the semicolon, that's it. So now save the program with the index2.php. okay, now execute the program by typing the name called index2.php. okay, so the output is same for the two programs. There is first way and second method. Okay, and let's see another one which it is traversing PHP indexed array. Okay, we can also easily traverse array, so in PHP by using a for each loop. Okay, so let's see a simple example to traverse all the elements of a PHP array. Okay, so here I'll take a new notepad now. Okay, so for this I am taking a PHP and I am closing. So now here I am taking one variable called size equal to array function. Here I am passing 3 different strings, that is one is big, and in the same way I can use like a medium, and then small, short. Okay, for small. You can use whatever you are having, like, okay. And then for each what's the variable you given there? Size, right? Size as $s. Okay, now here print echo, that is echo in quotation, use a value size is $s. Okay, so now for each and every time which it will checks the value and it will print, okay, multiple times. Now save the program, which it is array traverse or array index 3.php. okay, array index 3.php. now execute the program, array index 3.php. now you got an output, right? For each and every time which it checks the string, and it will print for each and everything. So whenever, if you are placing 4 or 5 values, then for each 5 different values it will print one, and again it will continues, and again it will print second and third, fourth, 5. So like that it will continues printing. That is for each by it's an example to traverse all the elements of PHP an array. Okay, so let's see second method, that is associative array. We'll see associative array. Okay, so we can associate a name with each array elements in PHP symbol, that is equal to, that is you can use that symbol associative. Okay, and there are 2 ways to define associative array. Okay, so you can also, that is implies, right? Implies symbol, so you can use that. So there are 2 ways to define associative array, and such a way here you can easily remember the element, because so each element is represented by the label, then an incremented number. Okay, so here you can apply in a 2 ways, right? So first way is like this, with you can implies a symbol by using associative symbol, or you can use implies value. So name string with that value and string with the value, like that you can apply the thing. So based on the index format also you can apply second way. So we'll see a program you can able to understand easily. Then I'll take new notepad now. So the same thing I am using PHP. So now for this I am taking one variable called salary equal to array of so name, like I am using Danu. Okay, and I am impressing symbol, I am using that symbol, and then I am placing, okay, 3,50,000. and now I am applying, I am using another second string, which it is John. Okay, and which it is associated with the value 4,50,000. okay, 4,50,000. and another one is I am taking another name, like Karthik, which it is associated with the value 2 lakhs. and now terminate this and use echo statement, echo. So here I am using my name, which it is salary of the value. So we have to take 3 different echoes for printing 3 different value. So for next one is John, and next one is Karthik. Okay, for this, for each and every thing we have to concatenate the variable that is salary of, in double quotation. So here we are using Danu. Okay, and now here I am using dot break. Okay, So this is how you have to concatenate both the things. Okay, and next one, for the same thing we have to apply for this second one also. The name whatever I given here, John, right? And for third one I am using Karthik. Okay, so I am saving this program, which it is the second way. So that is array associative dot php. Okay, and now I am saving this program. I am running this associative array. So Danu salary 3,50,000, like John salary and Karthik salary, like that you will get a values. Okay, so that is array associative. Okay, and we'll see another way. So you will get first you have to assign a key value pair like that. So I am taking I am using another format, second way. So here we have to pass salary of which it has Tanu. Okay, and here equal to double quotation, pass the value 3,50,000, and in the same way you have to take two more persons. You can apply John, you can apply Karthik here. Okay, and here for the same thing you can take, like instead of 35 you can place 4. Okay, here I can place like 2 lakhs. Okay, now save the program. And run that. You'll get a value like the same thing. Okay, this is a second way of that is second method, that is associative array. So we can associate a name with an each array elements in by using a, okay, previously we use the symbol, and here we can represent with a label, then increment number. Okay, so that is how we can use associative arrays. Okay, and let's see the traversing PHP associative array. Okay, so let's see that here by the help of PHP, for each loop we can easily traverse the elements of PHP associative array. Okay, for here also same thing, by using for each you can take the same example. I'm using in another way, that is by using for each. So for this I am taking so dollar salary as a variable, equal to array. I am passing a function now. So value I am taking. Okay, value I am taking. I am using this associative symbol, which it is supplying 5,50,000. Okay, and now I am using a Vimal. Vimal also will have like I'll take 2,50,000. Okay, and then I'll take a Ratan, so which it has two lakhs. For each of salary as $K. So now I am passing V, key and value pair like that. Okay, now for this I am using echo key colon the value whatever you are using, that is $K, and then dot, and use a value. So we have to insert $V dot double quotation BR. Okay, Now for this string I am placing in a double quotation. For appending the variable I am using operator, dot operator, and with the same thing. Now save the program and refresh this. You'll get a value. So key, that is key is Danu. So K means here which it takes first part, so Danu like that, and the value which it takes like 5,50,000 like that. Okay, so that is how traversing of PHP associative array. Okay, let's see a PHP multi-dimensional array. Okay, so we'll see that multi-dimensional array here. PHP multi-dimensional array is also known as arrays of arrays. Okay, it allows you to store tabular data in an array format, like so here the PHP multi-dimensional array can be represented in the form of matrix, which is represented by a row into column, and row by column like that. Okay, let's see an example of a PHP multi-dimensional array to display the following tabular tabular data. So which it is the form of which it displays 3 rows and 3 columns, right? So here ID which it has name and salary, three columns is there, and which it has 3 rows. So 3 by 3 matrix that is in the form of a multi-dimensional array. And here I am taking employee as an array, that is a variable, and I am using array function which it passes three different columns with 3 different rows. Okay, so now here we'll execute one program for third method. Okay, so first of all I'll take a new notepad for this PHP. Now I'm closing that. Okay, so we can store the data from the table and above, that is in 2-dimensional array like this. Okay, so we'll see first take an EMP. Okay, take EMP and array of array, right? So array, in that array we have to pass value like array of 1 comma, then consider like that. Here 40,000. Okay, now comma, then you can use another array. Okay, you can use another array which it has like this is easy method, and then finally we'll take 20,000, 30,000. Okay, here I can use like John Abi. Okay, I'm taking 2. So here we can store the data from the table above in a 2-dimensional array like this. Okay, now the 2-dimensional $emp array contains 4 arrays. Okay, and which it has 2 indices, that is row and column. So now I want to take 4, right? So I am placing only 2, so I can take one more thing which it is has like 4, fourth one Raj, which it has 5. Okay, now and this one, for this you have to close, right? Array of array, right? And now so we can put a for loop inside another for loop to get the elements of a employee. Okay, array. Okay, we can still have a point to the 2 indices, that is row and column, right? So for I can use my row equal to 0, row equal to 0, and then dollar row less than equal to 4, right? We have 4 different. So here row, how many rows are there? 4 rows here. And how many columns? We have only 3. So less than equal to 4, and then row plus plus. Okay, and now then for column, col equal to 0 and column less than 3. columns 3, right? So then dollar call plus plus. Okay, now echo dollar emp dollar row. Okay, and then put dollar column. Okay, and now here put semicolon and close this. Echo use br to division purpose. I'm taking that, and now I'm saving this program with the third method, so I can have like my multi-dimension, right? multi dot php. Okay, now give a name that is called multi dot php. So it's displaying error. Why? So expecting in 7th line it's expecting that. Okay, yes, sorry, and now it will displays. Okay, now which it has 4 different names I taken, that is Danu, John, Abhiraj, like that, and which it has index value that is 1 2 3 4 like that, and a tabular format. So now like that the values will be displayed for each columns. So 3 by here columns are 3 columns and rows are 4 now. Okay, so this is, it allows to store tabular data in an array. So here it can represent it in the form of matrix, which it is represented by a row into column. Okay, so this is a simple method which it is a multi-dimensional array. Okay, so now let's see another concept that is called array functions. Okay, which it is a simple part. It's an easy to understand. Like string functions will have the same format like array functions. Okay, so which it provides array function. Here PHP provides various array functions to access and manipulate the elements of an array. Okay, so the important PHP array functions are given below. That is first one, PHP array function. So which it creates and returns an array. So it allows you to create indexed associated and multi-dimensional array. So array function, just now we observed the simple concept which it has array function, so which it displays, okay, 3 different types of arrays. Okay, and let's see an example part. So which it has I'll take one notepad, then it's easy to understand for first one. Okay, that is how an array function will displays a value. Okay, now for this I am taking a new notepad, and now I am executing the program, which I am taking PHP, and now a dollar season. Okay, for the first example I taken, right? The same example I am showing, I'll get an idea easily. Okay, now winter, and another one that is spring. Okay, 3 I taken now. Okay, now echo here season or, okay, season, or you can use like a dollar season. Okay, dollar season of 0, index value is 0. Now for the same thing you can have like how many the strings are there? 3, right? So here 2 and that is 1, right? And double quotation, close. Now save the program, that is array function, right? Array.php. Now execute the program which is array.php. So which it displays the value summer, winter, like spring. Okay, now I'll see second one, second array function which it is called array change key case. Okay, array change key case. So which it changes the case of all keys of an array. So here it changes case of key only, but not another value like that. Okay, So here we'll see one program which it changes the value keys, okay, uppercase and lowercase like that, okay. So for the same program I am taking another concept in a simple way, okay. So for this I am taking salary as a variable and array of, I am using Dhanu now, so which it associative array I am using, so I take 5000 now for this one. Next Vimal is there, which it is in a small letters. I am applying with so 6000, okay. Now I am taking another name which it is called Kamal, and now here which it has like the value 45,000, okay. Now I am closing this, so now I am printing, so print underscore r array underscore change underscore key underscore case, okay. So now here we have to pass salary, comma case underscore upper, okay. Now save the program and execute this. You will get whatever the values I am giving, that is Dhanu and Vimal and Kamal, so which it is in all in small case letters, right. So here we are using one function called array change key case function, so which it case of all keys of array will be changes, okay. So now it changes case of key only, okay. Now value is it won't change, it won't change, only it will change the keys, okay. And now we'll see what is the difference between print or and echo, okay. So echo does not, and it is intended for scalar values, okay. So print underscore r prints human readable information about a variable, okay. So while echo is used only for strings, and echo just gives the value, so whereas print underscore r gives more information about the variable itself, so such as the type of data and the elements in an array, okay, if applicable. So that which it is the differences between echo and print underscore r. So I am using print underscore r here for each and every array functions, okay. Let's see third method, which it has array underscore chunk, okay. So which splits array into chunks. By using array chunk method, you can divide an array into many parts, okay. So let's see an execution part for this program. So I am taking the same example, and in the place of array change key case, so I want to place one more thing, that is called array underscore chunk, okay. Now here one more thing I want to add, so that just now we observed uppercase, right. So we'll see lower case also. In the place of case lower, if you place lower, then it automatically takes the value, it displays in a lower format, okay. Now we'll move on to the concept called array underscore chunk. For this, so I'll place here array chunk two parts. So now here array underscore chunk, okay, array chunk. Now let's see an execution part which it divides, right, which it divides parts like two different things, okay. 0 to array, that is 0, okay, 5000, 1 to 1, like that. So which it divides into two positions, or double, like that, okay. Now let's see which it another function, count function, okay. So count function here, which it counts all the elements in an array, like we'll see an example, how many strings are there, like 1 2 3 4, right. So we'll see an execution part, then it's easy to understand. So $season I taken one variable and I am calling one function called array function. Okay, I am calling array function now. Here I am using three different strings, sorry, four different strings. Summer, okay, summer, and then I am taking so here winter, okay, spring, then autumn, okay, and now here echo count of dollar season. Now save the program and execute this. You will get 4, right? So 1 2 3 4 strings are there, so it counts all the elements in an array, then it displays. That is a count function. And then we will see another function called sort function, sort, which it sorts all the elements in an array. Okay, so that is called another function, sorting. Okay, so which it sorts all the elements in an array. So directly we can use like so we will pass sort function here itself. Okay, sort, sort of season for each season as $yes. Okay, and now here echo now apply $yes br. Now execute the program, and here in line 4, okay, for each $season as $yes. So here I am using season, array of summer, then winter, spring, autumn, okay, fine, then sort of season, that is also fine. And now for each, so $season, season, SEASON, right, season, and now yes, it's working. So which it sorts all the elements in an array. Okay, so A, B, C, D in the format like it will start from A to Z, right? So it displays A, S, S, W. So let's see another way. We'll take like apple, like that. Okay, words. Okay, so like you will see now. Okay, zebra example I am taking is, and now here yak, okay, and now tiger, and finally lion. Okay, now you will get like an order L, T, Y, Z. It is there in that order, right? So like that it is which it sorts all the elements in an array. Okay, now we'll see another method function, which it is array reverse function. Okay, which it returns an array containing elements in a reversed order. Okay, we'll see that taking one string, 4 different strings, and which it has array reverse function. For each and every time which it checks and matches, and it will returns the array containing elements in a reverse order. Okay, we'll see that the same thing. We'll see zebra, yak, tiger, and lion. For the same example we will apply for this. Okay, so now I'm taking another, which is called another variable reverse season equal to array underscore reverse. What you have to array reverse the season. Okay, and now then for each reverse season, right, reverse season as yes. Okay, now that's it. Now execute the program. You'll get array containing in a reverse order. Okay, so we'll see in other example. Okay, which it will take summer seasons, like that. Okay, So summer, now winter, now spring, and another one is autumn. Okay, now here array reverse season, equal to array underscore reverse yes season is complete, and then for each of reverse season, okay, reverse season as yes, and then print yes. Okay, now execute the program, you'll get the value, okay, which it is in returns an array containing elements in a reverse order. Okay, first one last one comes first one, so like that. Okay, and then we'll see another function that is array underscore search function, search. Okay, so search the specified value in an array and returns a key if search is successful. Okay, we'll take the same example. Okay, and here in the place of this, we'll take a dollar key equal to array underscore search, here we have like a spring. Okay, I am searching this now dollar season. Okay, so now here we have to print, right? So this is not required, okay, and echo you can have like you have to print like a key, right? dollar key. So okay, now save the program, and this BR also not required, and execute this, you'll get 2, means 0, so which it indicates like summer is 0 and winter is 1 and spring is 2. So now if I am using like winter, then you will get 1. Okay, let's see winter, winter. Now save the program and execute this, you'll get 1, that is winter. So position, just which it searches whether if it is there, which position it is there. Okay, it displays that value. Okay, and then we'll see another function that is called intersect. Okay, intersect function. So here which it returns intersection of two array, in other words it returns a matching element of an 2 array. Okay, here we will take two different variables, that is one variable which it contains one names, and another variable which it contains another names, and here we are seeing a intersection, whether it is whether which it returns intersection of a 2 arrays. Okay, and it returns matching element of a 2 array. I'll see one example with the same thing. For this I'll take a new notepad, and which I am taking 3 variables, name 1 equal to array of so here I am using Danu, I am using John, and I am using Vivek, I am using another name called Smith. Okay, and now then I will take another array which it has same names for in some cases. Okay, and in the place of Vivek I am place Ramu. Okay, and then in the place of John I can place Sonu. Okay, in the place of Danu I can place like Umesh. Okay, now for this I am taking name 3 equal to array underscore intersect. Okay, array underscore intersect of dollar name 1 comma dollar name 2. Okay, so now for each dollar name 3 as dollar n. Okay, and we'll see echo dollar n. Okay, for this we have to apply BR, right? So put in a double quotation, then which it will prints the values like Smith. So we Smith, why it is displaying Smith means, so we are using one function called intersect, so which it returns intersection of two arrays. It checks first one and second one. If it is there, then it returns a matching element of two arrays. Okay, so now Smith is there in two first name 1 and name 2. Okay, for example, if I am taking like Vivek, okay, I am taking two names now, which it displays both names, so which it is has two names like that. There is an intersect function. Okay, so up to now we observed array functions or there are different array functions are there. So first one is array function array, and second one is array underscore change underscore key underscore case function, and another one is array underscore chunk function, and another one is count function, and sort function, and array underscore reverse function, and another one is array underscore search function, and then we last observe array underscore intersect function. Okay, so those different 8 functions are commonly used functions in arrays concept. Okay, so thank you for watching.